Welcome to another episode of Argument Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at Ghostbusters Answer the Call. And yeah, I know, I'm basically asking to have Pandora's box opened up on this channel because, quite frankly, everything about this film just seems to draw controversy to it like a moth to the flame. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why this became the most controversial film of 2016, because, quite frankly, it doesn't deserve to be the center of attention. It's just not a very good film. And yeah, I know most of it's about gender politics and whatnot, but why this film to build your wall on? Seriously. Like, why? It's made by Sony, so it's just a corporate product just thrown out there to make a quick buck. And considering it's meant to be a film franchise, it is meant to make a lot of bucks so they can make more films and make even more bucks. It's sort of like the Star Wars universe now. You gotta constantly pump out new films on a regular basis. That's all these film franchises are now. It's a cash cow. So why even bring gender discussions into it when it's obviously just a shameless cash grab? I don't get it. Like at the end of the day, having 4 female Ghostbusters shouldn't be a big deal. We've had female Ghostbusters before in the franchise, like the Extreme Ghostbusters. So I don't understand why you want to build your wall on this film and try and defend it. Like if people didn't enjoy it, then they probably genuinely didn't enjoy it, because I found this film boring for the most part. There were a few bits that got a laugh out of me, but 4 or 5 parts that I found funny out of a 2-hour-long film is pretty pathetic when you think about it, because that means I'm going, like, what, almost 20-some minutes between good sections for myself, basically, for the most part. So you got large stretches of this film that are just a slog for me. Like, it's such a slog, I eventually started just doing grinding in Breath of Fire 2, because that was just more interesting. And that's kind of sad when I'm doing a monotonous task, because in Breath of Fire 2, when you're building up stats, it means you're using the cooking system to make stat-boosting items. So I'm repeatedly going through menus over and over and over and over and over again to make new items, so I can then buff up characters to make them stronger for later. And it's a very long, tedious process that can get max stats. So having that being a more entertaining process than this film for the most part says a lot about how much I enjoyed this film, doesn't it? Which is to say very, very little. There's also some bits about the film that just are so cringy, I'm not sure why they decided to do them. Like the male secretary, I'm not sure why they have the beefcake there, because honestly, he does nothing that's funny for me. Like, every time he's on screen, he's just the dumb idiot, but they don't make him, like, a funny dumb idiot. He's just a dumb idiot that happens to be a beefcake as well, and you're like, you know, it's pretty bad when you're worse than Peter Griffin. And quite frankly, I used to enjoy Family Guy. Nowadays, I probably couldn't enjoy that much either. Same thing with The Simpsons. After a while, they just stop being funny for you. Same thing here, I guess. He wasn't funny to begin with, and he never got funny. But yeah, I know what they were going for. They wanted to have the dumb idiot character that says and does dumb, stupid things that makes the audience laugh. It just doesn't work, or at least it didn't work for me. Maybe other people found him funny, but I just found him cringy. Like, can we just move on to someone else? Anyone else, just about. Honestly, I don't even know why I can really pin down why I don't enjoy this film somewhat. I'm not sure if it's down to the chemistry, or if it's just bad writing, or what, that just saps all my interest in this film practically out of me almost as soon as I start watching it. But there's just something about it, or maybe it's just the fact it's a reboot, or I listen to so many other reviews and discussions about it from other reviewers that by the time I went into it, I knew so many of the jokes and stuff that I just couldn't enjoy it. Sort of like if I watch a Major League or something else too many times, it's one of those films, like I've watched it before I even saw it, and I just couldn't bring myself to enjoy it. Though ironically, I actually had to have my brother explain to me that queefing was actually a thing, yeah. Yeah, that actually was the thing. I learned about biology through this film. Thanks, film. I really wanted to know about queefing. Jeez. But yeah, this is a film I just say, just skip it. I mean, if you enjoyed it, more power to you, but I thought this film was a terrible sit-through. Thankfully, there's some other stuff I can talk about that's better this week, but this film is definitely one of the low points. Until next time, then. See ya.
Casper?